Hi, I'm the Malt activist, and welcome to another whiskey review. And I have with me something really interesting. I have here with me the Old Pulteney NOSS Head Lighthouse. So I got introduced to Old Pulteney a long time ago when it won some award in some Bible. I don't know the details, but that got me really fascinated and interested. And so I picked it up and it was very, very, very nice. I mean, was it the best whiskey in the world at that time? I don't know. And that's something that is now open to debate completely. So, with that fact aside, let's not, forget that, Old Pulteney does some really, really interesting and good stuff. I have some single casks of theirs as well, which are excellent. And then very recently, I came across this travel retail called the Lighthouse series. Now, mind you, this is they came out a long time ago, but I've only just managed to get my hands on them. And they were basically 3 whiskeys inspired by lighthouses. Yeah. So there's one which is matured in bourbon casks, which is what we are trying today, and it's bottled at 46%. So this is 100% ex-bourbon casks. There's another that is a mix of the two, and I believe that one's called Duncansby Head Lighthouse. Or Duncansby Lighthouse, I'm not 100% sure. And then there's a third one that's just 100% sherry. 3 different whiskeys in that range, and named after lighthouses. Why? I don't know. Maybe the marketing department was just sitting there and they're like, we need to come up with names for 3 new whiskeys. And then they just looked out the window. They're like, hey, how about we name them after some buildings? And they're like, what kind of buildings? They're like, lighthouses. Like, oh, that's romantic. So I don't know if that's true. It just might be. But nevertheless, we have 3 whiskeys on our hands that are named after lighthouses. And the one that we're going to taste today is called NOSS Head. Cool name. NOSS Head. That reminds me of NOSS kit, right? When you put that in your car and you soup it up. But this is the NOSS Head. And so this is matured in bourbon barrels. It's 46%. I have no idea whether they've added any color or not. It doesn't look like it because it's quite pale. So I'm not sure. Quite a peppery nose, lots of vanilla, orchid fruits. Quite sharp, bright. And now lots of citrus, a very sweet, sugary, lemony citrus. A little doughy as well, like baked goods. Bread, really, like freshly baked bread. Then you have a lot of coconut also, as you would expect. With a hint of spices at the end, I'm getting some cumin and garam masala. Slightly salty also. So that's a little nod to its maritime nature, I guess. So no real off notes that I can think of, and it seems it's been quite decently constructed. Doesn't smell overly complex. I did not expect it to smell overly complex, but yeah, this seems like a perfectly reasonable, easy drinking whiskey to me. Well, I haven't drunk it yet, so let's see. So, very interesting delivery, quite sweet. Lychees, got lots of lychees. But with that vanilla and custard and orchid fruits that I got on the palate, but the fruits are very sweet. The delivery is quite thin to medium, more on the thinner side than it is medium actually. Decent sipping experience, nothing too complex about this. I think you get what you nose, and there's something quite nice about that, you know. So it's definitely not complex. The finish is about, you know, short to medium, and nice and warming, again with that sort of citrus brightness, if you ask me. So yeah, quite nice, very, very drinkable, quite pleasant. The peppers are a little more prominent now than they were in the first dram, on the first sip rather. So what do I think? I think this is very, very acceptable. It's quite nice. It's very pleasant. I think it's the flavors are in a nice balance. You know, the peppers and the sweetness together. I just wish that the mouthfeel was a lot more velvety, which I expect from all the whiskeys that I drink, but that's fine. It wasn't. I'm guessing a lot more second fill bourbon in here than first. I don't know the ratio between first and second fill, but maybe third fill as well. I don't know. Which could contribute to lack of mouthfeel. But you know, this is quite an accomplished whiskey. I would definitely buy this and serve it to my friends as the first whiskey of the evening. Like when they came over and they were like, okay, let's tuck into some good drams, I'd be like, wait, let's drink this first and let our palates acclimatize to a decent, pleasant whiskey so that we can go and drink some more. Oranges. Yes, lots of fruits, lots of brightly colored fruits. I don't know what that means though, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so yes, buy it if you can find it. Good whiskey. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey review. I'm the Malt Activist. Until next time, peace.